Hello, Mr. Red here. Today is November 2nd, 2018. I'm in Covington, Louisiana. I'm only about 6 miles from the Abbey. And last night we had a cold front came through, and there was some severe weather in front of that front. And we had gusts of 60, 70 mile an hour winds here in our area right here. And today I'm in the yard right now of one of the homes here in Covington that really the trees really took a hit on it, because they've got at least 5 of them that are down right around here, and you can hear all the noise in the back. That's the tree company. That's Ziegler Trees. Again, my buddy Tony, who helped me with the tree stump bees. They're back there cutting the limbs, and one of the trees had 2 beehives in it. I've already got the first one sealed up because we're going to take that one as a log, but the other one, the limb broke off from the trunk, exposed the bees, and I don't know what the condition of it is. Some of the bees or some of the comb is on the ground already, and I can see there's more comb up in the air, and they're going to be cutting that down, and we'll see what happens with that one. So by the grace of God, I may be going home with 2 hives today. Let's go wrangle. So our bees are right here, and I'm going to go ahead and just use my screen right now and close them off even before we get things going, because it's about 50 degrees right now, so these bees are locked up inside. Well, here we are in the backyard. Sorry about the chainsaw noise, but it can't be helped. And this is where the tree broke off, the limb broke off from the trunk. And let me see if I can zoom in and show you where those bees are. We're getting close. I think that's about as close as I'm going to be able to get. So I can see there's bees still on that comb. Like I said, we got into the upper 40s last night. I don't know what condition that brood is going to be in. The limb that I covered up already, screened off, we're just going to bring that one as a log up to the Abbey. But this one, we're going to go ahead and try to remove and get the comb and the bees on this one. So I'm going to hang around here till they get up there and start cutting that tree down and see if we can get this thing going. So here's the game plan. Tony and I got the log that I've already screened off, and we've got it put in the back of the truck right now. Since I'm only 5 miles from the Abbey, I'm going to go ahead and set that one up, set it up in place, reposition it. He squared off the bottom of it for me, so I'm just going to stand the log up. We're not going to disturb these bees anymore. We're just going to stand the log up at the Abbey, and then he'll call me when they're up at the top, cutting off the rest of those the bees out of the top of that tree, and he'll bring those down, and I'll come back and I'll vacuum those and put them in a box. So let's head up to the Abbey, get this hive set up, and then I'll be back up here whenever he calls, maybe an hour or so. So we'll pick this up at the Abbey. All right, back up at the Abbey now, and got the log in the back of the tree. I'm waiting for Troy right now to grab the lift so that we can pull this thing out and set it up on our piece of concrete that we have in the back of the hut. You can see, let me show you how these bees are doing already. They're already trying to bring out the little dead larva from the comb inside there. Look, see that? But they can't get out. You can see how I've got the perimeter of the opening just all screwed in, so the bees cannot escape until I go ahead and remove that. So we'll wait a few more minutes till Troy gets here, and we'll set this camera up and let you watch all the action of us getting out of the truck and then setting it up. Come on, Troy, let's go. Well, folks, here's Troy, and you all have met Troy before. Troy and I did a cutout in Slidell at his grandparents' boatyard, and that video was called something like removing bees in a concrete slab. I'm going to put that video, that link to that video on the end of this video, so you can check out Troy and his good works out there too. So now he's hooking up the strap to the tractor. He's going to pull it out, and then since the base of the tree is at this end, he'll be able to lift it up, and he's just going to set it on our slab. So let's watch Troy do his magic. Well, Troy did a really good job setting up the stump on our little piece of slab right here. I set a couple of cross members there, try to support it up because it was a little leaning over. So I got it pretty well secured now. So I'm going to go ahead and take our screws out and let these bees start to fly. Well, church bells are ringing. Today is All Saints, All Souls Day today. So I'm going to head over to Mass, and right after Mass, I'm going up to check out the job that Tony's doing over there. He ought to have that piece of log down off the tree and the bees ready for him. So we'll pick this up in a little bit. Well, guys, I wasn't here when he brought the tree down. I wish I would have. He did a really good job bringing it down. And can you guess what these bees are out here? Because if you guess they're robber bees, you'd be correct. They're just robbing out this honey. So I can't even tell where are the hive bees and where are the robber bees. I'm going to cut the comb, see if I can get these guys to calm down, see if I can find some of the hive bees. I got my little portable everything bee vac, and we'll start seeing maybe we can find some of our hive bees with the majority of these bees out here. And you can tell the little nervous bees running around, that's your robber bees. And then the bees that are kind of calm, they're going to be behind all this comb. Those are our hive bees. Man, maybe our queen is in there. I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's start some vacuuming and see what's going on. Well guys, this is just a wrap because this is just ridiculous, the amount of robber bees here. I got all the comb cut, and you saw I was just shaking the comb off there because there was just no point in trying to vacuum those bees. It was full of robber bees, so I just shook them off, and you know, hopefully these hive bees, I'll be able to come out here tomorrow and find them and vacuum them. Look at this on the bottom. There's just no way you can contend with this. You know, there's just so many robber bees out here. I did not find the queen. Hopefully I vacuumed her, but who knows. I'm gonna come out here tomorrow and see what we got and vacuum up the hive bees. All right, let's head back up to the abbey. All right, I'm back at the abbey now, and got our vacuum bees right here. I put 3 of those frames of what I took out in here, and plus I took 2 more frames of just drawn out comb. So I want to work kind of fast before the robber bees show up here, because I know they will. So let's go ahead and take off our lid, and I'm going to dump those right into the box, but I'm looking for my queen, you know that. And that's a lot of bees in here, guys, a lot of bees. Well, it looks like I'll be headed back up to that old tree tomorrow morning. I didn't see the queen in here tonight, so hopefully she'll still be back at the tree. I know it'll be a lot calmer tomorrow after all that goings on today, and maybe we'll find a clump, maybe she'll be in there. So let's pick this thing up tomorrow then, huh? Until then, I'll see you then. I've already been up to the house to see if the bees were up there this morning, and there were no bees whatsoever. The tree company, they hauled everything away, and so there was, I walked all around the grounds looking for cluster on the ground, on trees, bushes, but I didn't see anything. So I'm going to go ahead and look through the box and see if our queen is in here or not. So let's find out. All right, round 2. And bees already stung me twice just picking this thing up. I wasn't dealing with that. Ralph is here, folks. He's right behind the camera, and he's laughing at me right. He said, "Oh, what you gonna do, man? You gonna go get your suit on now?" Yeah. Look, here he is right here. Wrecking Ralph. So we're gonna see if our queen's in here. So I'm going to suspect that we do not have our queen, and you know that check right there, you know, pretty much says it that we didn't get our queen. But I've already talked to the dirt rooster, and he told me I can come up there and pick up a mated queen from him. So that's more than likely what I'll be doing. So for this one, it didn't turn out so good. I mean, we got the bees, we got some of it, but for our hive log, that one came out real good, and that one's sitting up doing really well. So I'll get that queen for this one, put her in there, and I guess everything will be all right. So that's all I got for you in this one. So thanks for watching. Keep on watching. I'll be making more. Hey, Ralph, come on in here for a second. For me and Mr. Wrecking Ralph. God bless. We'll see you on the next one. Bye now. Bye-bye. Thank you, Ralph.
No, they already got stung. I'm doing that twice.
Twice.